Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Fortron Academy. My name is Harshwats, and today we will discuss about combining multiple queries into one query in Power BI Desktop. In general sense, when you want to accumulate the data of multiple queries in one query, you need this feature. Now let us go further and explore what are the points to be discussed in this video. So in this video, we will cover 3 points. In first, we will tell you how to combine multiple queries. In the second, we will tell you how does append query function works. In the third query, we will tell you how do you change the name of append queries result. So now let's go to the Power BI desktop and tell you how all this works. So we are in Power BI desktop in the Power Query Editor function. If you want to understand the interface of Power Query Editor, you can go to my previous videos in which I have gave a detailed description about the interface of Power Query Editor. So now let's get back to the question. The question in hand is about combining the three queries into a one query. That means combining multiple queries into a one query. So how do we do that? That is also quite easy. If you go into the home ribbon, you will see a combine section. In the combine section, there are two things that are available to you. In the first, we see the merge queries. In the second, you will see append queries. In the future videos, we will talk about merge query, but we want to combine the multiple queries, then append function only works. So first of all, the question arises, what is the meaning of append? Append means adding up the queries with the queries that is beneath the actual query. For example, this is the query that population country 1950 to 1999. If I want to append it, that means I want to add this above query with this beneath query, that is population country 2000 to 2049. That means appending it. So now let's get back to the append queries. When we click on the append query, it is generally not recommended. I will always say just click on the side arrow in which you will get two options. First is append queries and then other is append queries as new. So what is the difference between append queries and append queries as new? You can easily see the difference when I click on it and the dialog box open up that shows append this query to another query in this file. And when I click on append queries as new, you can see append this query with another queries in this file to create a new query. That means when I combine these two queries in append queries, so when I combine the data using append queries, that means the appendation that happened in this query will not generate another new query. The data of this query will be added to this query. So the previous data of this query is exactly the same, but the new data has been added of this query. That means there is only three queries, but the appendation that happened adds up the data of this query into this query. So while on the other hand, when you see the append queries as new, the new file or query has been created in which the two of the data has been add up while the data of the previous queries remains the same. So I hope you know what are the difference between append queries and append queries as new. So we will explore both this dimension, and firstly let go to the append queries as new. When we click on append queries as new, there is an option that opens up. So this is the append option in which shows the option that you can easily select a two table or three or more. We want to merge the three files. Just click on three or more tables. You have to go and add this to the another tables to append. This, now this. It's then click on OK. When you click on OK, so you will see there is new file that has been added in which the appendation of the above three queries has been done and the new query has been generated. Now how do you know that query has been added? The query we will see. So the query what we see is from 1950 to 2100. When we get to the time, you can easily see here by list maybe incomplete. Click on load more. You will see the data of the all three files that has been combined. So this has been done by appendation as a new query. Now I will show you how the append queries function without creating a new query. So just click on this thing. I will click on append queries. Again, the tab opens up in which append option gives you that these are the two tables which you want to append. Now I want to append. Now I want to append 2000 to 2049 into 1950 to 99. Now click on that option. Now click on OK. Now you will see no query has been added, but the data of the 2000 to 2049 has been added to 1950 to 99. Now I will show you by just clicking on the time button and list more. Now you will see the data has been added. This is how the append query function works. Now I have told you about the append queries and append queries as new. Now come back to the point. Now these you can see that all these three files have the same column name. That's why appendation is very easy. Now the question arises what if two queries have different column name or generally have two or three queries that have same name. So with the same name the queries will be easily apprehended. But two queries have few columns that matches but few columns that didn't match. What will happen in that case? So in that case it's very common, those who are common will be easily appended, but those who are not common, the new column will be generated for those who don't have the same data. And if in that case the data that is absent in one query will be represented by null and by other queries that has the data for it will be shown by that number. So that is very easy to understand. Now the last question come into the play. You want to change the name of the append, like the query that you have generated through appendation. Now you want to change the name of it. There are 3 points you can do for changing the name. Actually you could right click on it and click on the rename. After that you could easily change the name. The point is you can click in function F2. You can easily rename it now, or third point, you can easily go to the query settings and change the name from here into a population combined. So this is how you can rename the query. So with this point I am going to end this video and I hope your queries got cleared, and if not, kindly write us in comment section. We will surely get back to you. And if this video helped you in any way, kindly drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe our channel for amazing videos in future. Till then, have a good day.